Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Against the Storm. And I think I'm going to go ahead and embark over here to pick up these 5 machinery. This is a roguelike city builder that goddamn do I love. We're going to go ahead and take a group of beavers, a box of simple tools, and I guess a crate of extra wood just for the early game so we can just get things built up just that little bit quicker. This should be a fairly easy map. I mean, it does have like the ruined settlement modifier, but we should be able to produce relatively quickly. There won't be too many severe conditions. We should be able to do a decent amount of farming and stuff like that here. We might struggle for things like stone and all that sort of stuff, but we should have a very, very easy time actually sustaining and improving our settlement. Increases the reputation gain from resolve by 100%. Absolutely, we'll be going for a resolve build now. Speed at which traders arrive by 300%, so trading is cool. And euphoric vapors, so complex food will give us a big resolve buff. So we're definitely going to go for a resolve based play. Looming darkness is the normal one. Fog means we need to have housing. And nauseous spores, break increased to 200% the normal time. Okay, so people do take breaks. That is something we have just learned about the game right now, and looks like this is our starting area. We have access to mushrooms, we have access to roots, what looks like some flax fields. I don't see any stone here, which is actually a little bit concerning. We are not going to have access to stone very early on into this game. We will have access to roots and plant fiber. Plant fiber tends not to be like insanely scarce on these maps because these do drop plant fiber from, harvesting them. I'm going to avoid some dangerous glades in the early game, and I think I'll definitely cut through this section over here. I'll go with double opening woodcutting camps because I have a full complement of 6 beavers. I'll pop down the stonecutters camp so I can get these nice roots, and then it's probably just housing from there. A group of 4 houses, and that'll take care of our early game needs. Now we need to think about what our next move is. Getting access to brick is going to be huge for us here. Probably going to be involving traders. Like super early trade route actually is necessary here, I think. I really like lumber mill opening, but I don't have copper on this map, so lumber mill is a bit weaker. It does mean I can produce grain flour. Whereas the carpenter is kind of renewable, not renewable, but an easy way to get luxury goods. I think I just really like the flexibility and efficiency of the lumber mill. So I'm going to pick up the lumber mill. The forager's cam, herbalist or trappers. Well, we do have mushrooms and we don't have a way to harvest them right now. So I'll take the herbalist camp because they can do mushrooms. I don't think I need a carpenter. I feel like the furnace is going to help me out a lot here. If I can get access to clay somehow, I'll be able to get really efficient brick production. So I'll grab that. We've got our basic buildings up. So let's get our 6 beavers working. Got all 6 beavers working away inside here. Let's get our 2 lizards cracking away inside the stonecutters camp, and we'll keep the humans as just general purpose guys. Although, you know what? Maybe a scavenger's camp wouldn't be bad to grab some plant reeds. Extra early game plant fiber could be useful. And then we get to pick our cornerstone. Ooh, blood price. It's a really interesting one. If we take blood price, we could go for a more aggressive build where opening glades maybe kills people. And then we would get 20 amber and we get a lot of perks, a lot of trade value. But I think we want people to be happy. So Vineyard Town, +1 beaver resolve. It's a lot of wine production. Maybe value added tax would kind of prioritize this. I really want to do blood price stuff, but since I'm going for a resolve build here, I'll just pick up this passive amber production from trade goods, because that'll at least mean that, if I need to produce trade goods for some of my orders, I'll be in the kind of like right direction. Let's have a look at our orders, the first 3. So they want me to build a herbalist camp. This will give me gain 2 crystallized dew for every 10 berries produced. Interesting. This is quite powerful. Or camps. A scavenger camp and a stonecutter camp. And this will give me some parts and some clay. All important and difficult to acquire clay and difficult to acquire parts. Parts are rare and difficult to get. This is kind of interesting. I haven't seen any berries though. But having an access to crystallized dew could be really powerful. I don't know if there's many berries on this map though. It's kind of a fun, interesting opener. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the herbalist. Maybe this will pay off. Maybe it'll be fun. Basic logistics. I really like basic logistics. The shovels, 10% movement speed on roads is just so damn good. I'll take that because it applies across every pop you're going to get for the whole game. Ooh. Villagers assigned to glade events will carry 5 more items, plus we get a box of simple tools. So I'd have to cut through to 3 glades, or I could go for woodcutters here. I like the idea of exploration. Go ahead and explore our way through this map. Now, since I'm going for a reputation build, I'll mostly be looking to take the immediate bonus from these glade events. Let's get our crude workstation and our makeshift post, which are your two basic early game production buildings. We're not going to probably staff them right now, but we do want to get them. And we're down to our last 4 parts, so we'll have to figure out a source of those. I have 2 woodcutters, I have a stone cutter, I have a scavenger, and I'll get a herbalist. So this will give me full flexibility for resource production, which is exactly what we want right now. So boom. Yes, it uses up 3 of my last gears, but we should be able to get more over time from trade at the very least. Speaking of trade, totally neglected to put down a trading post. But let's get these 3 glades open because that's part of our orders. I'll put 1 villager in here and say just, hey, I'll put 2 in there. Make 2 of each of these just so we can maybe build some buildings. Here's our first glade. We found some meat and some eggs, quite useful. I believe these scavengers can do at least the eggs. I don't have anything that can do the meat right now. So meat might just be a dead resource for me in terms of like being able to harvest it. Depends on if I can get like the resource maybe from a trader. That would work quite well. Let's pop down the trading post right now. It's going to be an important part of my game plan, I think, is buying and selling goods with the capital. I don't even know if I'm actually in range of it. That's a good question. I might not be able to trade with anyone. Oh, sweet. More meat, more fertile soil. Fertile soil is a big deal eventually, although I don't have access to it right now. And a large abandoned cache. Ooh, lots of really good stuff here. Oh my God, a full reputation point. But I'm gonna take the bricks. Actually, the bricks are huge here. I need 5 more tools. And I can get 5 tools from doing this exploration event. Perfect. Make sure we prioritize cutting through to this glade here. I would like to get those extra tools and solve this large abandoned camp and get all this lovely food and bricks. I'm hoping I find berries. I would like to find berries. It'd be nice. Although I think the map is generated like on startup. So, you know, what's there is already there. Ah, yes, we found berries. That's perfect. So producing berries will increase the rate that I produce berries, right? No. Producing berries will give me more berry production, and by producing berries I get crystallized dew, which is a way for me to get tools potentially later on in the game, or even just stuff to sell. So let's take this herbalist and move it over to where it's just in range, and we'll assign our last human to it. Don't think I need 2 people working on this, so we'll deassign a human. I like that you can press Alt too to see what you have people working on. Now, there's our first order. We've revealed 3 glades, which means the scouts pack and the box of simple tools is ready. And we'll assign a person to that. I think it would actually be good to assign 2 people to it. So I'm going to cancel the crude workstation and put both of my humans on this, and they'll get this done real quick. I like that specifically assigning people to certain jobs means they have a 10% chance to produce extra. Like if I put a human on a herbalist camp, he's a 10% chance to produce more. I don't know, I just think that's neat. We have our first reputation point. Now, on this particular map, producing lots of supply or trade goods is actually quite good for me because I have the thing that gives me amber every time I produce a certain number of trade goods. So I do feel like a supplier could be useful here, as well as a way for me to make pottery and fabric and trade goods efficiently. So I'm going to take the supplier. We won't be building it for a little while because we need immigrants to fill out our economy. I want to avoid these dangerous ones for now. Making it through the first storm is always free. At least it feels like that. It doesn't feel like the first storm is ever too punishing. That is the first storm weathered, and we're into our 2nd year. We could pick up 2 beavers and a lizard and 15 of this. A little bit of clay and amber kind of appeals to me too. 2 lizards is also super helpful. In terms of cornerstone, ooh, wealth effect every time you sell goods worth amber. This would be really good to get my resolve up, actually. Yeah, I'm going to say prosperous settlement. We're going to do a lot of trading, which kind of makes me feel like my perks are kind of lining up in a nice way. Build more paths and I'll just get amber. Luxurious delivery. I think I'll just go for the easy one. The easy W to reduce the queen's impatience. Aid for the beaver clan. This would improve my relationship with the beaver clan and get me some parts and get me some beavers. So this is a permanent rep boost, which is good in a reputation game. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Aid for the beaver clan. Hell yeah. But you see here, right? Value added tax. I'm gaining 2 amber every time I produce 5 pack of trade goods. And every time I sell goods worth 30 amber, I'm getting prosperous settlement. So I'd have to figure out exactly how prosperous settlement works, but I'm going to have a ton of amber for perks from the trader. I'm really, really excited to see how that turns out for me. This is going to be a very fun run. And that's the thing about this game is, every run, no run ever outstays its welcome. It's the best part of the whole game. So I'm curious, do I have to buy, let's say I want to buy an amber right now, okay? An amber will cost me 33 wood, right? So I'll trade, and I got 1.1 amber here. Now here's my question. If I do that in the reverse, if I actually, is it just selling things in general is worth it? So if I sell, like say 33 points of wood again, oh, you can attack the merchant in emergencies. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Let's just, for the sake of argument, say, you know what I need? I need some bricks. And alongside a few bricks, I'll take a few berries, right? I'll take a few berries off you. A couple of berries and some bricks, and I do that trade. This is still incremented by the amount. So it's really just engaging in trade in general. Now I'm curious, if I sell amber, okay, can I still also pick up stuff? So I trade an amber out, I close it, and the amber was worth exactly 1. Okay, so everything I sell to the trader will get me resolve, which is perfect because I could just throw endless amounts of these pack of trade goods at the trader and like just buy whatever I want and need. I think I also want to build a second trading post. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure I do theoretically have access to 2 traders now, right? I unlocked a second trader. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know if I'm completely crazy on that front. I have enough impatience to make it worth it to deliver a mission here. I'll deliver basic logistics. Boom. 10% movement speed. Easy W. That also unlocks a new reputation bonus. Small farm. I think I definitely want to produce like an absolute horde of grain this game. So I will pick that up. So I'll put my carpenter right behind my town hall / main storage. And I'll also need more housing. So I'll pop down a nice house right there. My lizards are actually happy enough to where I'm getting passive reputation. That's a big deal. We have a ton of pies, a ton of pickled goods. Oh, that's because I have those pickled goods and pies. You know what? I'm going to add a sacrifice wood here. Let's get that resolve even higher. I'm making like 0.2 resolve per minute, which is like insane. Look at the resolve of these lizards, dude. It's insane. They're almost maxed out. Oh, my stonecutter's camp has no resources to harvest. Literally nothing for this to gather. So I'll just park it somewhere out of the way. Like there. I'll cancel the lizard jobs, and then I'll put them into the scavenger's camp instead, and that actually has things I can pick up like eggs and fiber. The nice thing about picking up fiber is it has a chance to produce a little bit of clay, and clay will be used to make bricks, so it's quite happy for me that I have access to that now. I have a ton of bricks in my bank, which is super amazing actually. I'm going to grab a beaver off of woodworking duty, put a human on it instead, and then put the beaver in here to produce with a lizard. Getting crystallized dew from berry production would give me access to some tool production, which would be huge. Again, like so many possibilities are opened up by these things. I also definitely want to put down a farm here. The potential farm production here is crazy. I don't know if roads and straight lines make sense, but they seem the most efficient way to do things because they use the least amount of resources. I don't know if I'm ready to cut through to more glades. Oh, there's a trader here, Sahilda. Ooh, I'd really like to get sturdy boots. I don't have enough stuff to sell, though. That's the problem. I have to wait till next season. Ooh, I need to stop burning wood. Yeah, okay. That was a mistake. We're making crazy resolve, but I need to, like, calm that down now a little bit. Am I overworking some things? That's a good question. I might be overworking this scavenger's camp. I think I need another idle or two. And I think I'm definitely overworking this crude workstation. So once this production is finished, I'll take you off of it. Just because I need a few people who are actually, like, tending to these things. Plus, I need to put a human in here to get this farm ready for grain production next year. All right, we have access to another blueprint. Bakery is kind of in line. Smokehouse gives us potential services. I don't think I need the smelter, although smelter does potentially mean access to crystallized dew if I can get some spark dew. And I do produce resin from my trees. It's at a very slow rate. This also gives me access to biscuits, but it's a very bad access to biscuits, and I don't think I really care about copper bars. Plus, I can get crystallized dew from harvesting berries, so I think I'll go for the bakery here. It has the best potential to produce happiness in my people using wheat. I think my economy is more or less set up the way it needs to be for a little while. I need to pick up herbalist now. Although it is kind of wasting some impatience here by doing this, it's important enough to get that +1 berry production and then accumulated dew, which will get me lots of dew for these berries. Because, like, if you think about it, I think every copy of these berries we produce, you have a 10% produce double production, so we'll get 2. So every 5 like uses of these, we have a chance to get a crystallized dew. So quite a bit of extra resource production from there. Man, people are actually like insanely happy in my town. It's awesome. Plus, I'm getting like these upgrades really quick. I feel like brewery feeds into my build pretty well here. Yeah, I could re-roll. Let's re-roll. Tavern, free Brotherhood upgrade, or a rain mill. The rain mill would give me a really efficient way to produce grain, as well as a way to produce oil and manuscripts. I already have flour production. It's kind of a crappy flour production. So I think I'd like to pick up the tavern because this is a service that will increase the resolve of my people. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason I want the resolve bonus. It's because if I keep my lizards happier, which I'm already doing, the happier I keep my lizards, the more passive resolve I'll get, and I'll just finish this mission like real quick. I'm going to take this human out of the crude workstation and set them onto the farm because I'm about to get a group of immigrants and I want this farm to be working at maximum productivity. Now, out of curiosity, I can reach Smoldering City and I can get spices from the Citadel or stone. Stone delivery really appeals to me. It would make me be able to upgrade all of my roads. I think stone delivery is probably what I'll get set up fairly soon. Not like immediately, but fairly soon. I don't want to mess with these dangerous glades yet. I'll set up a woodcutter over here, and I'll also set up a storage facility in this direction. I think there's enough stuff in this area to make that worthwhile. I could unlock more orders. Luxury goods. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I'll basically double up on this perk, and now I'll get 4 amber for every 5 pack of trade goods produced. This is just a free pick, man. Absolutely free. Insanely free. Fulfill your village's needs for leisure 50 times. Not bad. Pack of building materials is easier to do. 5 parts, 35 clay. Beaver resolve would be quite difficult, but that +2 berry production is quite good. And I think I could do it actually. I think I might be able to do that. All right, tavern. I'll set a lizard to work there. That'll give my lizard some extra happiness. Time to pick up some immigrants. I like this diverse group of immigrants. That's what I'll pick. And Sahilda, so 5 jerky for every 10 mush soup. Extra production from small farms. Mushroom production is increased by +1 for every 25 times it's produced. Fungal guide is interesting. Sahilda's secret cookbook is really interesting. If I was going for a mush soup build, I'm not. But it would give me access to jerky. I think I'll just go for the extra farm production because I only have 1 farm. And I'm going to be relying on that for like the majority of my my wheat and food. Like all of my food is going to be coming from that farm. Like I have a lot of food stored up, but that's going to like not be sustainable long term. I do think I want to look into maybe opening up a dangerous glade here soon. And this might be the year to do it. I think this is the year to do a dangerous glade, honestly. Let's do this small dangerous glade. It can't be that bad, right? We'll get that bad boy open. Get another human on this herbalist camp so we can produce more berries, which will lead us to more accumulated dew. I like that it tells you how much you've gained from it. I'm a big fan of that. I kind of wish it would do it on these large berry baskets too. We found a new glade. There's some moss broccoli and some slick shell brood mothers. So we have a lot of meat. I kind of wish I'd had a hunting cabin now because there's like a ton of meat on this map and we could have done a crazy jerky build. That's the roll of the dice though. Sometimes you don't have the tools or the blueprints that you need for the job. So I think it's time I started producing trade goods. Now that I'm going to get my first harvest of wheat in, that'll be like a huge amount of grain and my lumber mill will convert that over pretty quickly. Oh, we found a dangerous one. Okay. We have an open vault and in 3 minutes, a big miasma cloud. I do have the resources to deal with this and I will get 5 ancient tablets. We've also got a big encampment and I could get 4 new people from that. I'm definitely going to go ahead and clean up this open vault immediately as a priority because everything dying within 20 fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this would completely wipe out my entire town. Oh my god, I'm so glad I have planks in storage. But the really nice thing here is we found a huge clay deposit and we will get some passive copper from that, which maybe means we could maybe find a way to use that. Yeah, look at all this wheat that's going to come in now. I'm super delighted. I just have all of this wheat that will be made into flour and then into trade goods to get me tons of amber to trade. Because then my build is like activated then, right? The trading build. So we need tier 2 food. Oh, mushroom soup. It's actually a really good food to make. I didn't realize that. I thought mushroom soup was like a basic crappy food. But it seems like, well, it's not really anyone's favorite food that I can tell. It's still good enough to make. So that's something that's really useful to know. So I've just kind of like expanded my knowledge as a player. My scavenger's camp ran out of nearby deposits. I could go collect eggs, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to deassign my lizards and put 2 lizards on the stonecutter's camp and get to work on cleaning up this clay camp here. And I want to look for, I really want to do these pack of building materials. I really need those parts to expand my lands. Let's go ahead and deliver the infrastructure to get those amber points, and we can get a new blueprint as well. Producing ale would be fantastic. And it would also give us a way to produce mushroom soup. Yeah, I like this. I don't think I need the wine, but I think the brewery kind of aligns with what I've already started to do in this game. And I want to be careful about cutting through to dangerous glades before I'm ready, because man, are those bad news. Let's get to work on cutting through to these glades over here. They're pretty far away, but I think I can like semi-beeline them. I'm excited for the next year when I get more population. So now that I have a furnace, I no longer need my crude workstation. I can get rid of that. Perfect. I'm feeling good about this build. I'm really, really enjoying it. Man, it's so satisfying. The roguelike, I really can't explain how much fun it is to play this game. It really is difficult to describe. All right, a trader has arrived. It's a Hilda. So I wonder how much these luxury items are worth in terms of amber. So a single tablet is worth 3 amber. Clay production. Ooh. Plant fiber from vegetables or extra mushroom. If I found another farming patch, I feel like pocket knives would be good. +1 fabric production feels like it would be quite good here. It would make my plant fiber go a little bit further. So I may just sell off all my tablets here. I can grab 15 amber pretty easily. I could also trade for stone. Let's go ahead and take that. We will take the reinforced needles. That seems like a good one. I kind of wish if I had a vegetable farm, I would go for pocket knives. It's a little bit of passive plant fiber. But other than that, maybe tools would be good to pick up. So I'll sell off 5 amber with a chunk of wood to pick up those tools. Perfect. We've traded 28 out of 30 actually, so maybe I'll sell a little bit more stuff just to pick up that extra +1 resolve. What can I get for 2 amber is the question. You know what? I'll pick up a little bit of flour. 6 flour plus a little bit of wood. That'll do it. I'll pick up 13 flour. Not that I can't make flour. I just grab something, sell it for that +1 resolve. And we're finally, now that we have flour in the bank, we're starting to produce the trade goods, which means free amber. Oh, looming darkness stacks with hostility level. Oh, that's a spooky thought, actually. We'll put on sacrifice wood to keep people a little bit happier during the winter or the storm season. All right, a new year means a new cornerstone is available. I mean, 4 humans could be useful. But I always like to take a balanced group. It makes me feel like I have more choices. Sloppy woodcutting is not great. Hidden from the queen. I mean, sloppy woodcutting would mean I would get through the forest faster. But the downside is the faster fueling the hearth thing. I'll take hidden from the queen. If I have any negative events, I don't have to deal with her wrath. Agriculture, packs of crops. Ah, there we go. This synergizes really well with my current plans. Sell goods worth 30 amber to any trader. Traders will evolve faster. I'll get 10 simple tools and some more beavers. Perfect. Cut through 5 glades. Produce pie and biscuits. Bakery production is 50% faster is actually disgusting. 5 pottery per minute though. At 25 amber and 10 parts is huge. Just for exploring. And I'm kind of in a phase now where exploring is what I'm doing. You found a small encampment. This is good. This is a way for me to get more population. I'm going to go ahead and trade off some berries for a new workforce. I think I only need 1 guy to do this. So I'll pop you in there. Get a lizard to do that. Got to take care of my housing issues. Thankfully, housing issues are relatively trivial to deal with. 3 new houses should cover me for quite a while. Now I need to think about what's my goal here. I think my goal is to reveal areas and get production of ale going. So in order to get production of ale going, I'll need a source of clay. And I do have a source of clay, so I need a source of pottery, which means I need to get a furnace going. Where can I make pottery again? I think the supplier, the supplier can make it from this. So if I set 10, maybe a limit of 20. I'll put a human in here tapping away with that lizard. And then I'll put a couple of lizards in here. Try to make sure I always have 20 bricks. I have a ton of clay in the bank, so I feel a little bit safer now spending that clay. And I think I have been getting a little bit of passive copper ore. So I will start getting copper bars, which is exciting. I think I made a bakery, right? Did I actually make that bakery? No, there's the bakery. The bakery is a 2-star recipe for pies and biscuits, whereas this is also a 2-star recipe for pies and biscuits. So that's totally fine for me to spend it here. Yeah, double lizard up this place, and that'll keep this place running. I wish I had more gears, because I would definitely go for another set of woodcutters right now. Now that we're in drizzle, I think we'll cut through to another dangerous glade right now. Let's go. We'll slice our way through. We need to reveal glades, and we need bonuses. My herbalist camp ran out of berries, but we did get 18 crystallized dew from gathering just this small berry patch, so that was incredible. I'll tell them to go just make some mushrooms for me. In the meantime, I could take these 2 humans off this job, but that's fine. I think we're pretty close to revealing a glade over here. And this had fertile soil in it, which I definitely want to get my guys over there working on revealing that. Having access to another farm would be a beautiful thing. Planting all the wheat is coming. Perfect. Everything's working out really, really nicely. I have a really tidy and happy town right now. Oh yeah, lizards like being in the bakery. Awesome. So I'll have my lizard work on baking some of these goods. I want to set a limit of 20 pottery. Don't ever make more than that. In terms of pies, a limit of 50 should be fine. And in terms of biscuits, a limit of 50 should be fine for that too. I already have 10 packs of trade goods. I'm actually going to just I might take the limit off this. I'll put it up to 30 for now. Just keep making those trade goods. It's like really, really useful for me to have those because I'm getting tons of amber from it. All right, advanced trading. Let's go ahead and deliver this and get our second value added tax. Boom. Queen's less impatient with us. And we can pick up a new blueprint. Rain mill. Ooh, a rain mill would give me like sick as hell flour production. Smokehouse would give me jerky and incense. Incense isn't useful on its own, is the problem. However, efficient flour production is kind of a fun idea. I don't think I need a smelter. Maybe I'll re-roll and see if I can find something a little bit better. A granary. There's an idea. Don't really care about a lot of this. The beaver house is relatively cheap and I have a lot of beavers. The granary gives me mushroom soup. I think I can already make mushroom soup at my brewery, which I totally forgot to put people in. I think my humans like working in... Yeah, humans like working in breweries. It's food production. I don't think I'm going to produce wine. I will definitely be producing mushroom soup. I'll say a limit of like 50. Seems reasonable. And then ale, like a limit of 20. Nah, I think ale I can limit at like 40. This is a pretty efficient recipe. We will use pottery and grain. And now I feel like I could safely like open up an amber trade route for stone, which would let me like continuously upgrade all of the roads on my map. Yeah, human houses take bricks, which are in a little bit harder supply. So I'll take beaver houses. It's like honestly my best choice. So I'll want 10 beaver houses. It'll be an expensive investment, but it's totally a worthwhile investment in my opinion. Okay, we opened up a dangerous area. Lots of moss broccoli, more slick shell broodmothers. We actually have a supplier in here. Now I already can build suppliers, so maybe not the most useful thing. And picking up 10 trade goods would be nice. So we could clean this up pretty easily. I'll do tools and wood. And then we've got this. What is this? Ooh, agitated swarm of termites it looks like. So I'll go ahead and use my resin on this and get that cleaned up. Bunch of stone and actually food as well. We'll get rid of this dangerous event. Otherwise, pretty bog standard stuff. Man, there's a lot of meat in this forest that I just I'm not going to get access to because I never got a hunter's cabin. Sad day. Here's my next trader. I'm excited for my next trader because this is where I think I have actually a ton of amber potentially in storage soon in terms of these pack of trade goods that I've got knocking around. Oh yeah, I definitely want to get another farm up and running over here. Boom. I think the big thing is this, getting these building materials up. So let's put I don't have any spare workers. All right, I'll have to wait till the next cycle. Unless I can get like spare workers in here somehow. Human encampment. I could bring the mushroom soup. Yeah, perfect. So I'll get these extra new people in here soon. There's also a farm over here that we're going to want to make use of. So how much stone do we have now? Okay, we have 85 stone. Let's turn off the smoldering city trade route. I don't think we need any more stone right now because we can like pave almost... I think I'll pave around my hearth completely because this is where a lot of people are going to be walking. Then I got to think about where are my people walking along. We cleared out that termite mine, which is nice. Let's go ahead and clear out this too. Get those trade goods. Boom, boom, boom. Get that cleared out really quick. I don't think I need that supplier. I'd rather take the trade goods, especially because there's a trader coming right after this storm. I really want to get humans working on here. Oh, my stonecutter camp used up all the clay. What else we got? Just roots. I mean, roots aren't the most useless thing I ever found. All right, new year means new immigrants. Let's pick up our cornerstone. +2 to vegetable production. Gain additional vegetables every yield. Okay. 2 more value added tax. This is huge. I'm going to take this obviously again because it synergizes so well with what we're trying to do already. And then I'll pick a mixed group of travelers. You can pick some new orders. 20 beavers. Don't think I care about clothing. So I'll take the beaver majority. Is fine. Big delivery. Infused tools is kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that. Right, we're in the drizzle. My people are very happy. I'm going to burn a little bit of extra wood to keep improving that. The trader has arrived and we have a insane amount of trade goods to offload here. Like, I mean, an insane amount. Let's go ahead and pick up as much amber as she's willing to give me. Really? Oh, I forgot to actually put the trade goods on. Yeah, I want to sell you all of my trade goods. And I want all of your amber, like how much you're willing to give me. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. 32 amber. We're going to be able to pick up all the perks. Let's trade for that. We could pick up pocket knives. Trapper's encampment would help me with meat and insects and eggs. +1 resolve would be good. Flour production would be good. I think I'll take the resolve. I don't need meat. Here's the thing. I don't need meat. I mean, flour production is nice. It's a 10% efficiency boost to my grain farms. How badly do I want a trapper's camp? Let me think about this. Where's my bakery? I mean, here's the thing. Berries are a non-renewable resource, and my working lizards are just like gathering roots. I don't think you can use roots for pies, so actually getting the trapper here would give me a way to create more biscuits. Actually, let me double check. Can you make biscuits with meat? No, biscuits need like roots or berries. It's actually a more difficult choice than I thought. Well, regardless, trappers can fulfill both of those needs, and I can always just like overproduce other stuff. Oh yeah, I need to put humans on here immediately. I want to make grain primarily. Let's prioritize sending soup to this big encampment to pick up these new people, because we are producing mushroom soup and that should prioritize it. And the nice thing is wealth resolve modifier. I wonder where that's coming from. Oh, I think, is that from me selling things? Oh, it is. I see. I'm starting to get a better handle on how this game works. I feel like it has that real feel of like every time I look at a tooltip or I click on a thing, my knowledge expands and my understanding of the game gets better. Yeah, I think we're going to... I'm lacking the gears. That's the big thing. So I think... So beaver is kind of like working in these makeshift posts, but I'm going to prioritize them to produce planks. I'll put one guy on this to make building material planks, and then I'll probably get myself another lumber mill so I can mass produce planks from it. In fact, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I need another lumber mill set just to like mass produce planks to be sold to the market. Well, not sold to the market, but turned into building materials that I can use to finish some of these things. Oh, nice. We got a booming economy. So traders will arrive faster and we get 10 simple tools and 3 more beavers. Extra beavers is quite good. Kind of makes me a little bit more flexible in terms of what I can do here. Need to be careful though. I don't want to actually finish this mission. I'm trying to farm resolve. Although finishing it is fine. I don't mind. I really like that each individual mission only takes like an hour to an hour and a half. Again, it's a city builder that doesn't outstay its welcome. I feel like that's one of the biggest problems with the genre is you end up building these huge, like unmanageable cities that like you upgrade the technology and you have to like rework everything. But in this, you build a quick, dirty town and it's never around long enough for your inefficiencies to ever come back to bite you in the ass. I already have a way of fulfilling Brotherhood for free, so I don't think I need a market, and I don't really have a way to produce... I don't have a way to produce incense. A library would give me access to luxury for free. This kind of gives me a more diverse portfolio in terms of what I can produce. Do I have a way to produce incense? I don't remember. Do I have a smokehouse? I don't think I have a way to make incense. Do I have a way to make manuscripts? Oh, Zorg is my next trader. Exciting. I don't think I have a way to make manuscripts. So if I don't have a way to make incense or manuscripts, then I definitely feel like the library isn't the right move. I guess I could theoretically reroll, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that at all. I don't like the idea of rerolling. So I think I'm just going to take the human house here. Boom. And start building advanced housing for my people. Throw down a few beaver homes. Expensive in materials, but that should be fine. We're producing a lot of planks. Okay, we did manage to get that encampment cleared. Is there anything around that I could do? I do have the tools to maybe grab jerky and barrels. Yeah, I'll go ahead and clear this encampment. Nice to clear those things out. Next harvest of wheat is in. I definitely want another small farm. I'll probably redirect my woodcutter over here to make room for the small farm. And Zorg is here. He's a new trader. He has skewers. Ooh, a valuable food. Let's have a look here. So he has biscuit recipes. Flexible technology. Herb garden would give me root production. I'm not sure that helps me. +1 pottery production. Or I really want mold supply. I definitely want grain. Extra grain production is huge here. Let's sell off all of our luxury goods. I've burnt through all my wood, which is concerning actually. Let's buy oil. Oil for the fire, please. I think I may have used up all my fuel. Yes, I've used almost all of my wood. So maybe I need to calm down this wood production here. Get a second lizard working in the bakery. Having these tier 2 food bonuses is nice. Need to sell 5 more things to get another level of prosperous settlement. So I'll sell off 5 amber. What can I pick up for that? Maybe a bit more oil. That'll give me a bit of buffer time on the fuel. In a pinch, I can burn planks, like if things get bad in terms of wood. So we'll just see how this goes. I know I'm like crushing my wood income at the moment. What am I using all my planks on? I think, is it actually just building houses and stuff? Maybe. Oh, I didn't quite sell enough to get the Prosperous Settlement Tier 3 buff. Damn it. That's unfortunate. But I am now making 9 grain per plot, which is insane, by the way. Right, finally, I can pick up aid for the beaver clan. This will give me 3 more beavers. Most importantly, it'll give me 2 more parts, and I can get another woodcutter from that, which will alleviate, or at least begin to alleviate, the problem I'm having with wood production, where I can't sustain very well. And I want another 12 packs of building materials, so I'll set this limit to 12, and then I shouldn't overproduce too much, and then I can probably just like stop using this to produce. Just like used up all of my wood basically. I'm also kind of low on food. Is that because I'm out of bakery goods? No, we're still good on that front. Oh yeah, I got a like ridiculous amount of stone and never spent it. See, this is all right, let's go ahead and spend our stone. Spend a little bit of time observing where people walk. Looks like a pretty walked path, as does here. A lot of people walking over there. Let's assign 3 full beaver squads to these wood cutting houses. Let's get yet another farm. This one will be a vegetable farm though, not a wheat farm. I'd like to dig for more resources. Let's have a little gander over here. A new year brings new cornerstones. Ooh, 2 barrels for every 5 planks produced is quite powerful. Ancient pact. You can see the contents of undiscovered glades, but discovering a glade kills a villager. I have a villager surplus right now, so this doesn't like ruin my day. I think I'll take over diligent workers. Free barrel production means I'm way less reliant on pottery. I don't think I have a very stable supply of clay. I can get a library, a herb garden, or a smokehouse. None of these things are very good for me. Some immigrants. I don't need many more beavers, so I'll take the insect group. I'll put a couple of lizards on the scavenging camp. Anything I can maybe grab with it? Ah yeah, fiber over here. Not the most important resource, but every bit of surplus makes a difference. I think I'm going to put a storage and a hearth over here. The potential for there to be enough resources to make this worth it exists, but I do need to finish building the Citadel before I can do that. All right, we found a glade, more broccoli, and more broccoli and meat. The things I don't need. Amazing. I could get a beaver majority, but I don't need a beaver majority. I mean, at this point, I probably should just be looking to finish this mission and spam out roads. We got what we needed out of here. I think we wanted to have 150 grain in storage. So I'm going to turn off anything that uses grain just for like now. So I can have 150 grain in storage when we finish the mission. Pick up the library for the sake of it. I'll finish the beaver majority and let my people get to work. I'll sell off all these trade goods in exchange for food. Or I could just get a ton of grain actually. Yeah, I think I'll pick up a whole ton of grain and then just throw a little bit of broccoli in with that deal. Boom. And with that said, I can make this delivery now. Boom. Win the game. I forgot to harvest enough I forgot to harvest my wheat to win. Oh my god, I can't believe I made that mistake. All right, we'll have to do that mission another time. But we did pick up 5 machinery and 20 food, as well as a bunch of experience. Let's have a look at the world map. Ah, I see. So, okay. So something I just learned is how fast you beat these missions dictates how quickly you fill up this bar. So if you finish your missions faster, this bar at the bottom fills up slower, which means you don't have to reset the cycle as quickly. And these towns that other people can settle are places you can trade with. So like I could get vegetables and plant fiber by trading with these guys. That's really, really cool. But we have access to an extra 8 machinery now. That means there's some new upgrades available for us. In fact, there's 3 new upgrades that we could choose from. We could go for Brass Forge. We would get access to a new trader. He has metal, fuels, tools, buildings, materials, and stuff like that. We could get a workshop, which produces planks, fabric, and bricks. Ooh! This is like an upgrade to the crude workshop. And if you get this early, it honestly, would that mean... I think if you get access to the workshop early, it would mean you could skip things like having to get carpenters and furnaces, and it would give you they're only 2-star recipes, so they're not super efficient, but it's flexible. That's the thing. It's flexible. It frees up your need to get other blueprints. Because the thing about fabric and bricks is, like, planks are easy to produce out of a crappy workshop, right? Fabric and bricks, on the other hand, those are a little bit more limited. So this gives you a ton of flexibility. I could also upgrade my Pioneer's Gate which would give me +1 embark point, which is very valuable for starting out your missions. And it would give me access to the Provisioner. Now that's an interesting building too. It's not the most amazing building, but again, it has like a variety of interesting choices because you can build provisions here. You can make building materials, coats, and flour. So this could potentially cover a few needs for your town. Inefficiently, very inefficiently, I will say that, but it could cover a few needs for your town. It's an interesting one. And then the other choice is to go for the First Dawn headquarters upgrade, which would give me access to an ale delivery line as a cornerstone, quite valuable, and leftover crops. Leftover crops feels really nice here. As well as the guild house, you can fulfill leisure and education. But leisure will cost ale, most likely, and education would be free. It's an interesting option. It's an interesting choice. Man, this is a tough choice. Now, my other alternative is to pick up the apothecary, which will produce tea, incense, and biscuits, which are 3 actually like high tier needs, as well as a tea doctor, which fulfills leisure and luxury, one of them for free. Ah man, these are actually kind of tough choice. I'm kind of tempted by the leftover crops here. Gaining 1 pack of crops every time you harvest 10 grain. It's like free money, basically. Man, every single one of these choices like makes the game more interesting. I'm going to go for the First Dawn headquarters. I like the First Dawn perk here, especially the grain and ale. Kind of like, because like if you get an ale production line, it means you can kind of get a tavern, and the amount of like, sure, you're not going to cover everyone's needs with 5 ale per minute, but it is a significant resolve buff for like very little, especially if you get this early and don't pick up the tavern for a while. You'll have like a stack of ale and that'll give you a huge resolve buff, which might give you just enough resolve in the mid game to make it over some humps. I'm so sad. I completely forgot to wait for my 150 grain to be harvested, and I forgot to build enough paths to get basic logistics. I am closer to picking up Prosperity 1. I just need to make a little bit more reputation from Resolve. So the nice thing about the First Dawn 2 is they open up exploration possibilities for me. For example, I could go over here to this fertile grove. I could settle in the coral forest. Looks like they're going to spawn here, so I could go for the ancient stuff. Tempting. Very tempting options for exploring this map, but I think the big learning point for this game was that there's now a faction that will place towns on the map for me, and most importantly, I understand that the faster I win my towns, the less of this bar that I use up, which means I can place more towns and get further out into the wilderness and potentially pull in more resources. But that's going to be it for me. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.